Thanks. Hi, hello. You enjoyed your food? Yes. I did. Actually, I have to be honest to you. I think it's a minority. It was like in the morning when someone was asking how many people are working in CompEN, and I saw 3 hands. The others who didn't raise their hand, I hope that after my speech you will like IT. And actually it was Vilnius this morning. He announced the foreign speakers, they all speak well English. I don't know what Bob is thinking about that, but I'm born in Bavaria. I'm living 11 years in Estonia, so I don't think my English is really good, but I hope you understand it. When I was preparing for this conference, I thought, what is the main message I want to bring through? And in the morning, I've been asked, okay, what do you want to take home today? And I thought, okay, I want to take home that the people go out of here and they think about the topic I've been talking. And you know, that's really ambitious because we have 20 speakers today, I think, or 21 even. So what can I give you? First of all, I want to ask you, is there someone in the audience who knows what this is? I mean, I will show you in the big picture as well. Do you know what this is? Someone used it? Okay, I see some people are wondering what it is. It's a so-called mobile phone. And my generation, actually, we used it for 2 core functions. You know what we did with this thing? We called people, and the other option was we sent SMS. And it was a big innovation in the year 2003. The screen got colorful. Really cool. That's 13 years ago, and this mobile phone actually makes me bringing to my story about HR and IT. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the HR, what it was in the past. We had core functions, and we executed them. But we haven't been able, there was only one option in this mobile phone, yet you can individualize this thing. You know what we could do? We could download ringtones. And there was a big competition between me and my friends. Who does have the most funny, modern, or ugly ringtone? This was the individualization of our smartphone and of our mobile phone. And you know, the other picture is this here. And I know you all know what this is. It's a smartphone. And this is what HR will be in the future. Do you know how much of the time people spend on using a smartphone by doing the core functions, sending SMS and mobile telephones? It's 20%. 80% of the time we use this mobile phone for something else. This is why we call it smartphone. And if I would ask all of you to show me your smartphone, there wouldn't be one which is looking like the same. They look all, well, from the outside they look the same, but inside they all look different. We all have our apps in here. How many apps do you have? 10? 20? Less than 10? Great, you said stay focused. Do you believe her? Well, I have definitely more than 10 on my smartphone. And the most of those apps we got by recommendation. Friend of us, look, funny game, you should get it. Look, get this. And this is what I want to do today with you. I wanted to introduce you to this topic, HR and IT. HR in the future, ladies and gentlemen, will not be what it was. We have heard all about this demographic change. We know about the mobile workforce. We know about people who come to our company. My generation and the people above 40, I'm really happy in my company. I have employees working more than 14 years. But the generation Y and Z, the average time of a generation Y in a company is 18 months. So what can we do in HR? What are the challenges for us, and how IT is actually supporting this? I have some good news for you. HR, IT, there are many options out of there which you can use already. You don't have to wait. It is more or less the future is here. But let's get into it. HR, as it has been in the past, and in a lot of companies it's until today, will start to get from centric to employee-orientated. You, in HR, you will decide what kind of HR tools are going to be used, but you will be supported by little pieces of software. And I will tell you why it is. The IT technology, and you know this, is going mobile. And here are the main and most important topics about the IT trends. We move away from the big systems, and we have new systems in place. They are really great and well done. Of course, we have videos and recruitment, big changes out of there. And then last but not least, I will show you a little example about artificial intelligence. And that's pretty funny. The digital growth is going mobile. I think all of you use a smartphone, and some of you use it to go to Facebook, and some of you have posted job ads in Facebook. This is how you attract talents, young talents. Who is doing this? Who's using Facebook for recruiting? Yeah. If I would ask Darius if I can come back in 5 years, I see more hands. So you attract people by Facebook. Potentially they are in a smartphone, they can see it. And my question is to all of you, how much of smartphone technology, how many of apps do you use in HR today? Not a lot. Here I can see one, at least. So, but this is, ladies and gentlemen, the future. If we try to attract people who are in this IT generation, we have seen the little babies. We are trying to attract people who are used to use these technologies, but once they come to our company, we offer them old and, I would say, pretty stable systems. We have many more options out there. The growth in use, also in work time, is going to mobile. And you see here the dark blue numbers. This is only mobile telephones, and the others are quite steady desktop and normal computers. But if I really look into this mobile technology, this is what is maybe scaring you, not me. What we can see is an exponential, I hope that was right, increase of apps out there. Also HR apps. The question is, if you don't know them, you're probably scared where to find them, and how can you, and you can see the numbers, how can you decide between thousands of different apps which is the right one you want to use in your company? Things are pretty easy. May you start the clip, please? The CTO. You said it worked.
If you're a business looking for HR software, then this video will introduce you to GetRank, our
and we have
ranking of the top 25 HR apps. Hi, I'm Jimmy Flores with GetOut.com, and GetRank is our quarterly objective ranking of the top 25 business applications across a variety of software categories.
We rank.
Each business app using these 5 criteria: number and average rating of user reviews, integrations with other software, availability of mobile and tablet apps, their media presence across Facebook and Twitter, and of course, the app's level of security. In this quarter's GetRank on HR software, you will discover which apps are the best to help you store and manage all of your employees' information from one central location. Click this button now to see which of the top 25 HR apps for this quarter.
So don't be scared. There are little tiny consultants out there. Just go to the internet, go to this long email address. You will get the presentation, I'm pretty sure. And try to start to check out these top 25 apps. There's really something in there. I'm pretty sure there's one in there which also you might download on your smartphone. So don't be scared about the apps thing, and there will be no big HR system in the future. I know there is SAP and they bought SuccessFactors, but we are all going away from these big leading systems. We will have little pieces which makes your life easier, which take the administrative work away. I mean, you have been scared maybe when someone was telling, we need to do the employee survey. This means usually a lot of work. But there's really great software out there which really takes those things away. The job is more or less done in the internet, in the cloud, and you're the one who actually can orchestrate those things. Talking about orchestrating those things, if you look in detail into new apps and applications and pieces of software, there's one thing which you will find nowadays everywhere. It's about engagement. All the new tools that take care about people engagement, how to motivate them, how to stimulate them, how to measure, how to have teams fighting against each other. There's really a huge market in this, and I like it because it's actually a piece of culture which you can implement, and it will help you because not all your employees are always at work. How can you engage them? That they are with you, that they are amongst you. So look at this piece of software. It's called WellView. Easy to go. It's not expensive at all. It costs a few euros per month per employee, and it's also affordable for smaller companies. Easy done, easy setup, no implementation costs, no fight with the IT department anymore. You can do it, easy. And that's a big benefit of those apps. Then, of course, videos. Last week I was in my summer house, and this is actually the reason why I can't move my shoulders as much. I needed to lay the parquet on the floor, you know, wooden parquet. And the funny thing is, and all those things are different. I opened the packet and I thought the installation kit was in there, but nothing. So I went to YouTube, and of course, I found a video clip, and I made it. I made 80 square meters of parquet on one day. Yes! But I learned it through YouTube. And actually, who is struggling with Excel? Pivot. Go to YouTube. You know what the good thing about those things is? Knowledge is not expensive at all anymore. It's not time-consuming. You go to the internet and you learn just that what you want. You don't have to send your employees anymore for long-day trainings. A lot of those things are on the internet and the web. Look, for example, Khan Academy. I don't know if someone knows this. It's on the left side. They do it, and the most of the learning will happen through video clips. I want to show you one little example which we did actually for a company. Maybe you know this company. Thank you.
This is Bob. Like every human being, Bob's choices are influenced by unconscious biases. Based on our stereotypes and previous experiences, unconscious biases help us make quick decisions and navigate through our complex world. If Bob sees a snake, his unconscious biases will tell him to run away from it, whether it's poisonous or not. However, we carry our biases wherever we go, including to work. There, they can cloud our views and mislead us into making hasty and wrong decisions.
It was a really interesting format. You will hear more about this if I was able to understand a little bit Lithuanian about storytelling. A storytelling video format, that's a cool learning format. You can almost get any message through. This is about the unconscious bias. I don't know if your English is that good. It's, you know, the little shadow behind you, which tells you what to do. I don't like this Bavarian guy, even if you don't know me. But the unconscious bias, it happens, it's from your experience, and it's a little video clip how to actually overcome the little guy telling you what to do or not to do. Videos is the format of the future. Go to YouTube, you will find many clips, very well done, professional clips. People love to share those things. There are a lot of recordings out there. And I see the need for trainings, face-to-face trainings, is decreasing. What I'm really happy about is that the most of the face-to-face trainings, if you look 5 or 10 years ahead, there are more a workshop character. The theory you will get through other media. You know, the theory, it's a perfect world for a trainer because you will get a homogeneous group into a training, and then you can practice and act and do workshop character trainings. So this is what happens. IT is actually supporting HR as much as we allow to do so. The next topic, recruitment. big topic. I think challenging for every one of us, decreasing workforce, lack of talent, whatever. We'll hear more about this. Recruitment tools are out there, and I've seen today also outside tools are there. They can help you to do the administrative work, but in the future they will do even more. If you look, for example, for this Talent Wunder, if you ever try to use LinkedIn or Facebook to find candidates to your team or for your clients, it's a time-consuming job. If you go to Talent Wunder, they screen 25 different social media platforms. They have 1 billion of characters, people, identities, which they screen. You simply enter what you want to get, and you will get as an outcome a list of people who might fit to this profile what you entered. So the intelligence to do this is the big data. And I know for a lot of us and for many recruitment companies, the data of candidates was the asset. But this will disappear. The data is in the cloud, and it's more actual than any database which you store on your own servers. So we have to get used to it, that the data is there, and we can use it. Another tool which I want to show you today is Crystal. You type in my name, and Crystal will tell you my personality profile. If you have ever done this, profiling, testing, assessments, that's really time-consuming, and you got a nice result. I've done it by myself, and actually the outcome is amazing. They screen all available information on the internet, and from there they create your profile, who you are. But it can be even more scaring. I see some faces like, is this really true? Maybe I shouldn't enter so much comments anymore. Yeah, you should be a little bit careful, because if this happens, that will be part of recruitment in the future. You also can use it to go to your next client and to your next manager or person you're working for. Check the personality, and you know how to behave and act with him and her. All those tools are out there. They make your life easier, and there will be more and more news. And if you look about recruitment, I also see a big change in the function of HR. We have always concentrated on the candidate, how to source those candidates, and these tools support this. But HR, actually, there's a huge function which is, in a lot of companies, not used yet. The companies are getting transparent. We have been talking about values. We have been talking about culture. When I made a bad interview 10 years ago, candidate was gone and done. Nowadays, we are on Kununu, we are on Glassdoor. When the candidate goes out the door, he's in his smartphone and he types in a bad ranking because I made a mistake. And this will have an impact. So it's up to HR to create this image, to work with those things. Or do you want to leave it to marketing department to create the outside picture? I think that's an HR job, to create the outside picture about the culture in that company. I have 1 more minute left, and the last thing I want to show you, that's we have heard about IBM and Watson today, and this is artificial intelligence. It's again about profiling, and I was really astonished. It's on the next slide. I'm there soon. It's artificial intelligence, and you will see what happens. I made a screen recording from this, and it's pretty cool. No? Here. Yes?
ATEITIs is a service that uses linguistic analysis to extract cognitive and social characteristics from text and can identify psychological traits. This type of information can be really valuable to organisations interested in improving customer segmentation, designing more relevant marketing, and delivering more personal customer care. To get some meaningful and useful results that are relevant for you, find some text that you've written, or perhaps something from your organisation's website, and copy and paste it into the app for analysis. In this instance, I'm using some of my old IBM blog posts as an example, but in the past I've used company website, About Us, and recruitment pages. These are great for showing how an organisation is presenting itself to prospective employees. Once your text is entered, hit Analyze, and you'll get a report on the content you provided, essentially an analysis of how the author of the text is presenting themselves to the outside world. It also includes Watson's confidence levels for the analysis and a handy visualisation. Although this demo is really about Bluemix, using personality insights in this way can also really spark some interesting conversations about the value of Watson and cognitive systems in general.
So, coming to an end, I don't know if we will use this in the future. Ask your candidate to write a text about company values, enter this, and you will have a personality profile in seconds. You have seen it is milliseconds. It's really fast. And just for a trial, maybe if you are falling in love with someone and getting into a new relation, ask him or her to send you a love letter and put it in here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.